right now, one question must be arise in your mind, like what is basically the difference in the online instructional design and the simple traditional education system instructional design? This is basically a design to make or analyze or develop or implement or evaluation. What make a difference? Actually, basically, when we include some more things to make the outcome more effective, that is basically a difference between the for the online course creations and the for the traditional course creations. If I'm talking about the e-content design, so we use the different tools to make it more effective and more interactive, and basically this is a need of the learning process. The authoring tool, the main authoring tool, give one huge difference between the traditional education system and the online course creations. And some video tools, some interactive content tools. So these are the different tools which make a difference between the outcomes of a simple traditional instructional design course or the online instructional design course. Here is a different number of the authoring tools. If I talk about the core part of the changing in the for when you are going to create an instructional design for the online learning, so this tool, these kind of tools are the main core part. That would be called the authoring tool. So you can see we have a number of names are here. You can use any of them, the Adobe Captive, the Story, Line 360s, and the different names are available here, the Camtasia and different, maybe these are the very familiar with you or maybe not. But you can go and try these kind of the authoring to make your instructional design and the course creation more effectively. Okay, until what is actually today, I just feel like don't go with the little traditional way to from very basics to the upper level to explain about from the basics to the up. Today, I just decided to explain first of all the front end, what actually we need, which I discuss about the online learning and what is the instructional design for the online learning. Basically, these are our outcomes. These are our front end nowadays. Now I will move toward some basics, because for anything, basics would not be changed. You can innovate it, you can just implement the new things, but you can't going to change any kind of the basics. So let's move toward to know about what actually the basic components of the instructional design. Okay, these four names are basically very much familiar. Like by the names, you can judge what actually the meaning of this analysis of related to your instructions. What you are going to do, we will just discuss this in a very detail, inshallah. So let's move toward the second one, that is design and development. Then you have to test what you design and what you develop, and then you have to evaluate. Evaluation is basically a last outcome and actual outcome. You will know what you do, what you analyze, it will be failure or a successful. The evaluation basically tells you that. So these are the basic parts, you can say basic component of instructional design. Now let's move toward how we will add the different and the innovative things to include in these basic components to make the things more effective outcomes for the online learning course or for the blended learning course. First of all, let me explain the analysis. Which kind of analysis we need for the online course or for creation of any blended learning course. The analysis phase is the foundation of our learning or training process. The deliverables of this phase are the building blocks for all subsequent design and development activities. Basically, the building block of this process is the analysis. Let me explain about the analysis and the importance of analysis. First of all, you will identify the desired skills. What actually we want, what actually the outcome is necessary for us. Measure the existing skills, what we already have. So these two things, what we already have and what we want, there is a one gap. So if I go towards the next process, that is a dual future vision, what actually you want to develop, and the dual skill profile. And then we will find the actually what is the gap, what we already have and what we want our outcomes, which kind of outcomes we want. So that fill that gap or analysis of that gap and plan to close this gap is basically analysis. When I know that what actually are my outcomes, what actually I need in a final result, so then I move toward the next phase. That would be a design. Instructional design is a process of using our knowledge of how people learn to guide our choice of instructional sequence and strategies to meet the need of the learner and the desired learning outcomes. For example, if I want to create any course, first of all, I want to analyze what actually the learner needs, what is their needs to improve for improvement and for effective outcomes. So then I will move toward to the next phase, that would be a design. I want to design that course according to that I will be able to get the outcomes. Now you can see here the best instructional design software tools are available here. I just list some nine different tools. You can say this will cover all the need of any one course, which is online, which will rely on the online learning system or a blended learning system. The first one is e-learning authoring tool. So this, you can say these different tools and softwares are new aid for the instructional design to make the things more effective, which is essential for the e-learning course creation and development. So the first one is the e-learning authoring tools, the mind mapping tools, presentations tools, graphic and infographic tools, video tools, audio and sampling, interactive learning tools, survey tools, PDF and flipping book tools. These are presentation, we already on every point, if you are a reader here, we already have a presentation and training sessions on these different kind of the software and the tools, how you will be able to create the authoring tools, how you will be use mind mapping, presentation tools, graphic, infographic. We have all the information related to this in the previous sessions. You can get that session by the recording and the link as well. So I will share in the end of the session the previous recording, so you can go through all of these things which is related to the instructional design of the development of the online course creations. Okay, the third part. The third part is our development. The phase elaborate and built on the learning objectives and performance step that were produced in the design phase by flashing out all the previous content that was created in the prior two phases, analysis and design. Now this is a time of development. You will be merge the idea, your analysis plus your design, and you will convert into a development, a complete learning environment. So these three phases will give you a complete learning environment, and you will add the different aids and different components in it to make it more effective. So